What's up? What's up, Facebook? Hey, I hope you guys having an awesome Monday afternoon. I'm actually sitting here with a friend of mine. His name Ryan. See, guys, like I said, when I do these Facebook lives and I bring my friends on, I want to go from all different angles. I want to go from business, especially with what's going on in the environment today, all around the country, especially here in the U.S. I think that people need to know the importance of being in shape, taking care of themselves, boosting their immune system. So I got my friend Ryan on with me today. Ryan is a personal trainer, but he's unique. He's a unique personal trainer. He's a personal trainer that he works with people in their house through Zoom. That's powerful within itself. So Ryan, tell them a little bit about you and how you got started.
Yeah, honestly, I appreciate you having me on your Facebook Live. I haven't done a Facebook Live, and I think many of y'all know Jimmy Bohealer. I think I pronounced his last name right, but it's been a minute since I've been on one, so I'm happy to be on. Yeah, so how I got into health and fitness, that's kind of we got to take ourselves back probably about 4 to 5 years from now, and I was kind of in a dark space in my life, and I just broke up with my girlfriend at the time. And you know how high school is, like them relationships like are like everything to you. You think your high school sweethearts are going to become like the love of your life. That's how I thought it was for me, except I went through a bad relationship breakup, and I got plunged into depression. And at the time, I was in 11th through 12th grade. I didn't know how to handle that stuff. I was still a younger kid, and so I got plunged into depression, a lot of anxiety. I just didn't feel like doing anything. And like I told you about this the other day, Troy, literally one day, in an attempt to escape from just sitting around the house feeling bad for myself, being depressed and all whatnot, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go to the gym. Now, prior to that, I hated the gym. Like, I had no interest in working out, weightlifting, any of that kind of stuff. Now, I was always active in sports and whatnot, kind of like your son growing up. But, when it comes to weights, like, nah, like that's not really my thing. So I went into the gym one day, and, kind of the rest is history from there. I just fell in love with the process. There are a lot of physical benefits to it, yeah, but I think the biggest benefits that you get are mental. And so, that kind of really is how I got into, the health and fitness space, but as far as a coach, I talked to you a little bit about this the other day too. One of my friends really, in the midst of COVID reached out to me, and, he just, it's kind of funny because I had never ever talked about becoming a fitness coach. I knew I wanted to be a business owner, but I didn't know I wanted to be a fitness coach. So he reached out to me one day and he was like, "Hey man, you still looking to become a fitness coach?" And it was on like Instagram, and I like opened it up. I was like, "Dude, no, I've never thought about becoming a fitness coach." And he was like, "Oh," he's like, "I don't know why I thought you were." And I was like, "Well, dude, let's hop on a call. Let's talk about it." And then he ended up becoming my first business coach. And, honestly, I really think that he was the spark that I needed, because for the past year, I was, trying to figure out what it is that I wanted to do as far as a business. I knew I wanted to start my business, but it's kind of hard to start a business without an idea, right? So I think he was a spark, to kind of like help wake me up to the fact that I've been passionate about health and fitness ever since I went into that depression phase in my life. So why am I not gonna make my career all about what I'm passionate, what I love doing the most? And so I think that was kind of a spark for me, and that's really how I got how I got into coaching. So I just been coaching, ever since the middle of COVID. But yeah, I don't think I'm not say what.
I mean, that's powerful within itself. I mean, you started right when COVID, right in the middle of COVID. I
Yeah.
know you when you got the into it and you got the feeling, you hurry up and graduated college early. I remember you
Yeah.
telling me that.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you tie like your coaching and being a fitness coach along with like mindset, because you understand the power of mindset.
Yeah.
That a lot of people want to lose weight, they want to get in shape, they want to eat right, but man, the mindset, if it's not there, it don't matter. That's
Yeah.
why I think, Ryan, that's why we see so many people lose weight, and then maybe like a year later they pick it all back up, because it still all starts right up here. What you got to think about that? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right about that. The first and foremost thing you got to get under control is your mindset. You can't succeed in anything you don't believe that you can accomplish, right? Like, say you want to achieve, $100,000 in income. I'm just setting the bar really low. Say you want to achieve $100,000 in income a year, but if you don't believe that you can actually achieve that, then you might as well just kiss it goodbye, because you can only achieve that which you can conceive, what you believe. Sorry. So that I would say is the first and foremost thing. You're absolutely right about that. As far as people gaining weight back, as far as people who, lose weight and don't gain it back, a lot of that has to do with a lack of sustainability in their approach. So I actually just talked about this today on my Facebook post, but many people, and without going, like too deep into it, many people will hop onto a diet simply to help them lose weight. Losing weight isn't the problem for most people. It's keeping that weight off once they lose it, which is what we were just talking about. So the approach that they take is not really a sustainable approach. They're not thinking long term, like, how can I keep this weight off for life? They're just thinking, like, how can I lose this weight, right? And that's the extent of things. They're not thinking long term, right? And so that would be the other side of the thing that is really the problem with people, putting back, the weight that they lost, or even gaining even more back, is mindset, but also just a lack of sustainability in their approach.
So for the people that's in business, because Ryan, I deal with a lot of business owners and a lot of people in the home business space, a lot of people affiliated marketing. I mean, you hit the thing right on the spot. People set like crazy goals, right? And sometimes they lose the weight, or sometimes I'm related to business. Sometimes the business start taking off and things start to happen, right? But they doing something that they can't keep doing for a long period of time.
Yeah.
But one of the keys to anything is being consistent. You got to create a routine. I'm pretty sure even with working out, even myself, whenever I'm working out, or now I'm not working out as hard as I used to, but I still walk about 3 to 5 miles a day, right? It's something about, even when you go walk before you get your day started or you work out, seems like it just lines you up to have a better day where you're getting your thoughts and stuff right. Because one of the things that I always tell people, Ryan, especially in the business space, everybody want to make money and everybody want to make a lot of money, right? But man, you can have all the money in the world, and if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So the first thing you got to do is you got to take care of yourself physically and mentally, for you can actually be able to, withstand whatever, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I wanted to bring you on today, because, and guys, if you're not following Ryan, you most definitely want to follow him. If you're looking for a health coach, you most definitely want to reach out to him. Like I said, he do it over Zoom. He's been able to help a lot of people, not only like lose weight where the weight stay off for like 6 months or a year. We're talking about losing weight where the weight stay off forever. You know what I'm saying? And that takes the same mindset, I promise you, as it does to lose weight and get in shape as to build a successful business. So go ahead, Ryan.
So what specifically do you want me to sorry, I must have missed it, but what do you want me to elaborate on as far as
just you could talk about the importance of the nutrition. Like a lot of times, what I've learned from like weight loss and just getting in shape, period, nutrition has a key factor to it. A lot of people I see a lot of big people in the gym working out and stuff, and they work out real hard, but they're not losing no weight, because I don't think people understand that it what is it, like 80-something% is nutrition, something like that, Ryan?
Yeah, that's the most common percentages that you hear. Nowadays, I'm kind of going away from the percentages, because as important as nutrition is, there are equally as important things that aren't, like they don't have as much of an effect as nutrition does, but are still important. Like what we talked about, mindset is important, nutrition is important, exercise is important. Most people forget sleep. Sleep is important. Management of stress, like all of that stuff is important. But if we're talking about, the fundamental basics of weight loss come down to nutrition, you're absolutely right. And it's being in a caloric deficit. Right? If you're not in a caloric deficit, you're not going to lose weight. I talk to people all the time who are like, you know what, I'm in a caloric deficit, I'm consuming less than I'm expending, but I'm not losing weight. I'm like, well, that's impossible, because if you're in a caloric deficit, you will lose weight. So nutrition, you're absolutely right. That's the most important factor. Now, as far as, a lot of people have questions as far as, does the quality of my food matter? Yes, to your overall health, it does. But when strictly in terms of losing weight, it doesn't. So that's kind of a broad overview of, number one, of what it takes to lose weight, but quality versus quantity, does it really even matter?
So let's switch it up a little bit, Ryan. So what do you think about, like we got something going on, a lot of people are getting it, right? And what do you think about the importance of how, like, mindset, creating a workout routine, eating right, and boosting your immune system? What do you think about the immune system part, the factor?
The immune system part, I mean, if you focus Okay, let me just go ahead and say this. If you're in a caloric deficit and you're losing weight, that for one is gonna have positive health benefits to that. Number two, the quality of your food. Yes, there are certain, and I'm not like too. I'm not. I wouldn't consider myself a guru as far as like what specific foods like boost your immune system. Um, but I just know that as far as helping people lose weight, their immune system actually is improved just through the whole process of losing weight and improving their food quality. Like I said, if you're in a caloric deficit, you'll lose weight. But just because you can eat whatever you want and be in a caloric deficit and still lose weight doesn't mean you should, because you have to think about your overall health. And that's what we're really, kind of like looking to improve, not just the weight loss. So the quality of your food, we're without going, too deep into it, just improving the quality of your food is going to help improve your immune system, like overall.
Well, and I mean that's a big key factor, Ryan. We're gonna wrap it up in a little bit in a few seconds. That's the big key factor, guys. And if you're not following Ryan, you most definitely want to follow Ryan. Like I said, I don't want to just bring stuff on where we talk about a whole lot of business. I want to bring stuff on because we really want to help people. We want to help you, whoever looking at this. We want you to be healthy. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to talk about business, I know Ryan had a few questions to ask me. So I'm going to shoot away. Ask me about some business questions, Ryan. Ask me some questions, brother.
Well, yeah, I just didn't want it to be, all one-sided today. So, for those of y'all who follow me that probably aren't familiar with Troy, Troy is also a business owner. And Troy, do you mind just telling my audience, how you got into business and what it is that you currently do?
Okay, hey. My background is in construction. I was an electrician for many years. My goal was always to own my own business, like I talked to Ryan earlier last week. Yeah. But God had other plans. I used to get up in the morning, go to work, get off in the evening, go do side jobs. And I actually did a job for this gentleman to play for the Dallas Cowboys. And he told me about a business that I could start from home. Told me I can make a ton of money. So when he first told me, I just kind of blew him off. Like a lot of times when people come into your life and they tell you like something, sometimes you got to be open to listen. Don't just blow it off. But the one thing about this gentleman, he was consistent. He called me back the next week. I actually sat down with him. It made sense. I was a very shy person, kind of to myself, Ryan. I came home, told my wife about it, told her we was going to do it. She thought I had lost my freaking mind. And she actually sat down with the gentleman and we jumped into that business and we was able to create success. You know what I'm saying? That was like right before the economy took a dive at one point. And we made enough money where I actually could walk away and actually do that full time. So for the past like 18 years, and so I've been actually teaching people how to start a business from home. Right now, I'm really passionate about health and wellness. You don't have to be older. I'm like 51. I think everybody should start taking care of their health and, doing exercise, putting the right nutrition in their body at a younger age. Don't wait till they get older. But most definitely, no matter what, I'm passionate about that. So the space that I'm in the home business profession, I'm on the side where I really focus on health and wellness. Like I said, Ryan, one of my friends told me a long time ago, actually, one of the owners of the company I'm with now, I was doing pretty good, making money in another company. It was a service-driven company, and I was in my early 30s, and I wasn't really worried about no health or anything like that. Only thing I cared about was that, right?
Yeah.
And he used to always tell me, you can make all the money in the world, Troy, but your health is the key. So my message to everybody today is, and always is, man, your health is the key. You truly got to focus on your health. You know what I'm saying? Because if you focus on your health, you know what? Some people got this like mentality when it comes to money, Ryan. Man, that money machine, these fools are printing money like crazy. You can never run out of money. You know what I'm saying? We got a limited amount of time. But we want to make our time stretch. And the fastest way, I think, we never know when our time is up. Only God, right? But I know a key factor in being overall healthy is actually taking care of yourself. That's why I brought Ryan on here today, guys. If you're looking to get in shape, you're actually looking to really lose some weight, maybe build some lean muscle, you really need to reach out to Ryan because he do it through Zoom, and that's powerful within itself. And if you're looking for a product, maybe you into working out and stuff like that. If you're looking for a product to help you recovery real fast, I know for a fact I have one of the best products on the marketplace. Just shoot me a message and I'll send you some information. If you're looking for a product to help you boost your immune system, I have that too. All the products that I market around are 100% plant-based. I mean, no fillers, nothing like that. People get what's in it. And that's why we've been able to see the results that we see when people use our products. And not trying to get you to use our products or anything like that. Honest thing I'm trying to tell you guys is your health is the key to your wealth. So take care of yourself. If you're looking to get in shape, top shape, hey, you don't want to go to a gym or anything like that. And even if you go to a gym, everybody need a coach. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs somebody because you could be missing
Everybody.
something. Maybe you've been actually working out and losing weight or trying to put on lean muscle and it's not coming as fast as you want it to come. That's why you need a coach, because they can show you different areas of different techniques on how to work out. And I know for a fact, I truly believe that my friend Ron here can help you with that. So Ryan, what's your closing words, brother?
Say what?
Close it out. Give them some tip about,
No. I appreciate you actually saying that, because I was thinking of something. You mentioned you never know when your last day will be, and I know a lot of people have suffered a loss in the past year and a half due to COVID, and even before that, people had just like dealt with like loss in the family and stuff like that. But like recently, it just seems like, to me, it's just like family friends, just like so many different loved ones are just passing away. And one of my best friends from high school, his mom actually just died this past Saturday, and then my grandma died like a week and a half before, as many of y'all know. So it's just a reminder, like Troy said, you never know when your last day is going to be. So maximize the time that you have here on this earth. Like, don't just try to make a lot of money. Like Troy said, it's not all about the money. If your health is not right, if you do not have good health, then you really don't have anything. Because you could be sitting on like the nicest beach, like on like pretty much in the world. You could be in the nicest places, but if you're sitting there having a cough, if you're just sitting there feeling unwell, then none of that even matters, right? So like Troy said, focus on your health, because that is the most important. It matters more than money, whether you believe it or not. And yeah, dude, that's pretty much all I have to close out with.
I mean that's powerful, Ron. And I'm gonna leave him with this. When it's time, and it's time for you to leave this world, you know what I'm saying? And you land in that bed and you fit to go away, right? And I don't care if you got $10 billion in the bank, right? I bet you would give all that money up for more time. I mean, you really would give all the money up for more time, guys. So really take care of yourself. And if you're looking, like I said, if you're looking for a health coach, make sure you reach out to Ryan. If you're looking to actually get involved in the home business space on the health and wellness side, man, I'm in the best company that it is in the health and wellness side. We got a product that nobody else has. It's all groundbreaking. And if you just want some information about the home business, just actually go to that website, www.the15reasons.com. I ain't got my glasses on, but anyway, go to that site right there, and it's a free ebook where you can get some tips and stuff on how to build a home business if you're already in one or maybe considering to be in one. Hey, Ryan, I really want to thank you, man. I appreciate your time, and everybody out there who looked at this, God bless, and you guys have an amazing day.